This is Max Williams with United Real Estate, and today I'm in Goochland County. Today we're going to take a look at a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath ranch-style home. This home is located here on a nice, generous lot. We've got almost 5 acres, and there in the distance you can see there's, I believe, a gas station, auto repair, and you can get pizza there. So there aren't many places where you can walk and fix your appetite with a pizza here in Goochland County. We are about 25 minutes or so from Short Pump, which is some of the best shopping, arguably, in Central Virginia. And so you're not that far out here, but for those that like to have a little peace and quiet and a little distance between you and the neighbors, this definitely might fit the bill. One of the things that attracted me to this home is the value. We have almost 2,500 square feet here, nice big open floor plan, newly renovated. We've got a 2-car attached garage. We have a carport. We also have pool potential here in the rear. And you might say, Max, what's pool potential? Well, stay tuned. You'll find out here shortly. You can see that obviously I have an umbrella. This is a first for me as well. I've never shot in the rain with an umbrella, but just a week ago, we were experiencing single-digit temperatures. Today, I've got short sleeves on, so I'm not going to let Mother Nature dictate to me how I do my videos. We're just going to come on out here and make it work. Okay, you can see we have a circular driveway, goes all the way around the back of the house, and we've got gray vinyl siding, new roof. Home looks really good. Back here behind the shrubbery is our swimming pool potential, and the listing agent was kind enough to share with me that the seller was kind of in a predicament, and I think they did the right thing, and I'll share with you why here, but I'm going to take you the long route to the story. This area back here needs obviously a little TLC, and the seller is willing to go ahead, fill in the pool, and just clean this area completely up. However, if somebody wants to come back and put a pool or renovate the pool space here, they can of course do so. Obviously the hole is still in the ground. You still have the concrete. The pool house is still here in place, and as you can see, we've got a sink, and then there's a restroom, there's a shower back there, a stall, but we're definitely in need of some TLC here. So they will go ahead and take this out if somebody desires, but the thing that I wanted to share about this pool and pools in general here in Central Virginia relate to something that I saw just a couple days ago on YouTube. For those of you that are into stand-up comedy, you may be familiar with a comic named Gary Owen. Gary is an interesting character. He's been in a few movies, very successful, and one of the interesting things about Gary is he has a pretty wide following, but particularly amongst people of color. And the reason for that, he's a Caucasian comic. The reason for that is Gary has a unique experience of being married for probably close to 2 decades to a woman of color. And most of his routine talks about his experiences in that role. And so one of the things that he shared about early in his marriage or many years ago was that he was invited to a pool party. He was the only Caucasian there, and the host and the other participants were all people of color. So Gary showed up in his shorts and flip-flops and was excited to have a good time at the pool party. He noticed, though, that everyone else was in linen, pressed linen, nice dress shoes and sundresses and sandals, heeled sandals for the women. And so he was kind of surprised by that, and no one got into the pool. And Gary went on in his stand-up bit to share that culturally, when adult people of color have a pool party, the pool is a backdrop. It is not the center of attention. It is not the activity that they're going for. So I share all of that to share with you that those cultural differences are not only unique to pool parties, but also to real estate. And not necessarily with a cultural difference, but with a regional difference. Let me explain. Here in Central Virginia, appraisers will not give you any credit for a pool. And the reason being is that half of the buying public wants them and half the public doesn't want them here in Richmond area. In Florida, the story may be completely different. If you're trying to sell a $600,000 house, $500,000 house, and 90% of them in a neighborhood have swimming pools, you're at a disadvantage if your home does not have a pool. So it is all based upon the locale. There are some other differences. For example, closets. You've heard me speak, if you've been watching for any time, that in some neighborhoods, an appraiser will give you credit for a bedroom that does not have a closet. You go 5 miles the other direction, and they won't give you credit for it. It all depends if it's customary to the neighborhood. So just a little tidbit there. I guarantee you going into 2023, you will not hear another video talking about the subtle differences between African American and non-African American pool parties. All right, let's go on in and take a look at this beautiful home. There's a lot to love about this, and I'm going to point some of these great benefits out as we go through. Okay, as we come in, here to the right is going to be our living room area. Directly ahead, we have a coat closet. And notice we've got new paint, new LVP on the floor here completely through this home. Wood burning fireplace, central, the focal point of this space. We do also have LED lighting here throughout this beautiful home as well. These are replacement windows, and we've got an amazing view here from the front. Okay, let's go. We are going to actually start here. I'm going to do something a little different. We're going to start on the bedroom, the primary bedroom wing of the home. But just to give you a little orientation, to the right, that's going to be family room space. This home is, of course, partially staged. Those doors in the middle of the frame go out to the deck. Our walkway there goes back to our dining area. And here to the left is going to be our mudroom, access to our garage, and of course our kitchen. We're going to start here at the deck. We have these blinds that are built into the glass. We saw those actually on the last video. Nice and convenient because you can keep those blinds looking really good. They're protected inside that glass. Good space here on the deck. That is just a simple storage closet there. Nice and convenient if you wanted to put lawn and garden items there or outdoor furniture. That's a great place to store it. You've got great privacy here. I love the fact that you can drive all the way around this beautiful home. Here in the family room, we do have a chair rail and a nice modern ceiling fan. We actually have a few ceiling fans here in this home. All right, this is going to be our primary bedroom. Good natural light in here. Notice there is no carpet whatsoever in this home, so great situation for allergy sufferers. Walk-in closet, and we also do have an ensuite right here. Nice double bowl vanity, and the shower has a really nice low threshold, only about 2.5 inches there. So if somebody does have mobility issues, that's a big plus. That is the reason a lot of people actually opt for ranch style homes. If you don't want to deal with steps, you can, of course, buy a home like this, have really good square footage, and it definitely works for a lot of people. I know my northerners are just can't believe the pricing on this home. We've got amazing pricing for homes like this in Metro Richmond area. Okay, this is going to be our dining area slash sunroom. I'm calling this a sunroom because here in the rear we've got all these windows, so you can see virtually the entire backyard here. You can of course open these windows if desired, get a nice breeze in. If you wanted to spend time at the pool, you could do so, and then just come on here into this space as well. Amazing floor plan for entertaining. This was an addition, and the reason I know that is if we look at the thickness here of this pass-through, we know that's the thickness of an exterior wall. Also, we have a little bit of a step up there so I can tell that this was an addition. Now, speaking of home improvements, one of the things that I'd like to share with you is if you are kind of curious, if you're thinking about selling and you're wondering about home improvements, we've got a book for that. And for the first 5 people that go ahead and contact me, we'll be happy to go ahead and get this to you. But there are a lot of things that aren't necessarily common sense that come into play when you're talking about values. There's some things that add value and some things that don't. I'd hate for somebody to invest in a swimming pool for a home that you already own, thinking that, hey, if I spend $40,000 on this swimming pool, my home value is going to go up $40,000. That is by no means true. So you don't want to spend money unwisely. Now, of course, if you want a swimming pool and you love to have one, that's a different story, but don't do it if you're just thinking or primarily thinking from a value standpoint. The old adage that I love to use, you guys have heard it before, is you don't know what you don't know. So that's one of my goals with this channel, is to share things with you that you didn't know. I know when I told my story about the pool party, some of you were probably shaking your head up and down saying, yeah, Max, we definitely know that's true. And some of you were kind of scratching your head saying, I had no idea that a pool party doesn't necessarily a pool party. Okay, 2-car attached garage. It's extra deep, so you could probably get close to 4 cars in there. And a lot of people out here in the country really love their garage space because typically they're going to have a riding mower and some other toys that they need space for. Love the mini subway tile that's in place here. We of course have the brand new appliances that convey. We've got a double up and down there, so you can cook 2 turkeys at Thanksgiving there. Nice stainless range hood. Love the quartz countertop that's in place. Whirlpool refrigerator with ice and water in the door. That's a really nicely laid out kitchen. Okay, I'm gonna take you now to our bedroom wing, our secondary bedroom wing, and it is right here. A lot of people love the floor plan because you've got the primary on the other side, and then you have all the secondary bedrooms here on the opposite side. Got new flooring in here, our tub shower. I love these colors, nice neutral gray and white. Okay, I'm gonna take you to our secondary bedrooms. I said earlier that there's no carpet. There actually is carpet here in these secondary bedrooms, but it's a relatively small amount of space compared to the rest of the square footage in this beautiful home. Okay, I'm going to take you now to secondary bedroom number 2. Once again, LED lighting is in place here in these bedrooms. Got a linen closet conveniently located in the hallway. We are now on the end of the house. This is secondary bedroom number 2. Good size. You could definitely get a queen in here with no problem. Our closet. And then our final bedroom is right here on the very end. This is probably the most conservative of them. This would actually make a great home office here. Our closet. Now, I did not mention that we have a unfinished basement here with plenty of potential. And it actually has extra potential. And when we go down there, I will share with you why. Basements aren't something that we see very often here in Central Virginia, so you guys know that that is a plus. The thing I love about it is this is a dry feeling basement. You've all been in basements where it feels kind of musty and damp. That's not the case here. This is definitely the same air that is upstairs. With these more rural properties, of course, well and septic are part of the utilities or systems. That's a pressure tank for the well. So that creates the pressure, give you good pressure at the shower head and other water faucets. As we come around, one of the things that I really like is we've got a nice high ceiling here. The ceiling is not really low, and we don't have a whole lot of intrusions on that ceiling line. For example, you've probably seen homes where you've got this ductwork that hangs really, really low, and it just kind of kills the potential for finishing space off. That's not the case here. We've got one trunk line, but it's relatively high, a door going off to the back there. And this is one of the things that I found very fascinating here. We have a full-blown finished wood-burning fireplace here. So if somebody did finish this home here in the basement, you've got the ability to have a fireplace in the basement, which is really neat. You could simply box off this ductwork here and just make this a really nice finished space if desired. The other thing I love is we still have some window light coming in here. So it's not a dark, dingy space by any stretch of the imagination. There's so much potential down here. You can make this a game room, a playroom, craft room, if you want to do office down here. Just a lot of potential in this beautiful home. All right, that's going to do it for this year. I'm working here on New Year's Eve. I wanted to bring this beauty to you. I wanted to wish you and yours a very prosperous 2023. I'm looking forward to it. We had a lot of things that happened here in 2022. We're coming out of course, COVID, and I'm just excited about the potential of what this new year brings. If you have any questions about this or any other home in the market, my name is Max Williams, out here in the rain. I can be reached on YouTube under Richmond Area Foreclosures. If you have any questions, 804-402-7788. Thanks so much for taking the tour. Y'all be safe. Have a great day.